if you got elderly parent or whatever, just make sure you help them out. Make sure all family members are communicating so things don't get lost and there's hard feelings going on to everybody, because it seems like that's all this could have been solved with communication. And all right, so I'm driving now, but just coming back from an appointment where we had to get a guy out of the house, and it was very interesting because we bought this house. Andrew and I bought this house from a past client, and we did all the paperwork. That was all fine, legally fine. But what I didn't know was the person didn't let the other family members know that they were selling mom's house. And so now, fast forward to the day after closing, going there to put new locks on the door, and I'm confronted with about 5 family members saying, no, you can't get in this house and all this other stuff, because they didn't know mom's house was sold. Mom's not there anymore, but the brother's there. He's living there. And so he's the one who calls all the family members saying, this dude trying to get me out of the house. It's very confrontational when you try to get someone out of the house. The guy's 60 years old and lived in his house whole life. And so it's just, I called the cops. They showed up pretty fast, which is great. And I'm trying to tell the cops, like, look, this is my house. I just bought it. Here's the deed on my phone. I can show you the deed. Just bought the house yesterday. And then it turns out that if he has a key to the house, he still had the right to go back inside the house. So I start still putting my trespassing signs up, because I'm like, I gotta get this guy out of the house. And I'm still talking to JSL, and they're like, no, you can't do this, that, blah, blah, blah. His brother-in-law shows up. Then he starts ripping out my no trespassing signs. And then I have an issue. And so him and I get in a little bit. So for me to get confrontational with somebody, kind of like sucks. At the end of the day, a lot of back and forth about who can be in the house, who has rights to the house, and all this stuff. And then we become friends. I end up talking to the guy. The brother-in-law came to help him out. We agreed to some terms for him to stay there longer to get stuff out. But it just came out to be that the sibling that sold the house, mom's house, without telling people, caused a confrontation that I didn't know about, and it's been a long time family thing. So just make sure, if you got elderly parent or whatever, just make sure you help them out. Make sure all family members are communicating so things don't get lost and there's hard feelings going on to everybody, because it seems like that's all this could have been solved with communication. And some of the family members really have great businesses. Like one person has a dry cleaning business, makes good money, and they're like, we would have kept mom's house and let our brother stay there, and fix it up. Actually offer more money too for the house, which is crazy. That's another story about that. But yeah, I offered more money for the house than, because I thought, though, this is the lady's last, she's going to retirement home after this, so she needs as much money as possible, not knowing that, maybe a family member's taking the money that I'm offering. So it kind of sucks. But at the end of the day, though, I made some good connections. I met some good people. So you never know. I took what was a challenging situation, turned hostile, turned peaceful into a networking event. Make sure you just be careful about when you go change locks on doors, and when you buy houses, sell houses, just make sure you get all the family members involved, because you don't want to be stuck like I was in an awkward situation with 3 cops and 5 family members out in front of the house, and you're like, what the heck is going on? Wasn't fun. All right, thanks so much. Talk to you later.
Hi, I'm Katie Andreoli, and I help homeowners fight foreclosure. We have many ways of stopping the foreclosure, negotiating with banks, and pointing you in the right direction. Please reach out today, call or text. We are here to help you guys, and we do not want to see you lose your home.